What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Bronze to Mythic run draft. We are now on draft 20, I believe. We are we're on the struggle bus a little bit. We're hard stuck in platinum, but we're gonna see what we can do. We know what we need to do to fix. I think it's creating some indecisiveness, which we saw in the last draft. But let's take a look at where we've been and what we're up to. So if we take a look here, highest we've been is platinum with 5 pips or 4 pips. Currently, the problem is our win rate. We're about a 50% win rate drafter right now. We had a streak after trophying of 2 and 3 runs. I had a couple 3 and 3 runs, which are not terrible, but we really need to be in that 4, 5, or 6 run area. Last draft was rough. I think we were a little too indecisive. We were trying to keep too open, and we went into too many different directions. It was a bad draft all around. If you want to go see the misery, go check out the last video. There were some bad beats in there. We did have fun in the one win, so that was cool. But outside of that, it was a little rough for us. So what are we gonna do different? We got a few things that we're gonna do different. Or keep in mind. These are the things that we keep in mind when we draft. One, stay open, right? Don't lock ourselves in so early. We want to stay open. We can pivot as late as pack 2, maybe first couple picks if we need to in our second color. And our primary color should probably be pretty solid by then. Our secondary color, we usually have some options to pivot. Number 2, splash responsibly. The example I love to give is if you are in blue-green, Manifest Dread, feel free, if there is another color open that has some good Manifest Dread options like white with the Unsettling Twins, feel free to do that. Splash some white. It gives you access to some additional removal, and we actually had that experience personally in another draft. And then thirdly, I don't know. I have a third one usually. It's don't punt. Don't punt is the big thing. I think it's really we're open into pivoting in up to pack 2 first few picks on that secondary color, and then don't be scared to splash. And then just know that the draft is going to be more difficult. We are late into the draft season. We're week 2, 3. We're into week 3. We're in platinum, so we have harder competition. So overall, we're facing tougher people that are playing smarter and that are going to have. Nice thing is, generally everybody's going to have weaker decks because everybody's a better drafter. So the good cards are not being sucked, or all the good cards are being sucked up right away and more evenly distributed. So it's just a generally lower power level. But that just means you have to focus more on your synergies and creating power through synergies and through the card combos. So with all of those things in mind, let's go ahead, increment this to draft 20, and get the match started. All right. Let's keep all those things in mind. Breathe. Don't panic. Don't get overwhelmed with all the great choices and all the directions we could potentially go. Get that protein shake in. And be ready to go, right? Laser focused. Remember that one time that we got to draft against Numot? So Fear of Burning Alive is just amazing. Does really well. Growing Dread, I think at this point in the pick is probably a little too narrowing. It kind of just puts us into 2 colors right away. Fear of Burning Alive really kind of leaves us open. We could go black-red Sacrifice. It works okay in an aggro deck as sort of some late game removal and some additional damage to the opponent. So it does give us some options. And if we take a look here at what are the strong archetypes, we got white red popularity 12, but then if we do like black red, Still decent win rate, but a lot less popular, right? So things to keep in mind about that. I think we'll grab Fear of Burning Alive. What is red green? Another Fear of Burning Alive? Probably. Is red green? What is red green archetype? Delirium. Stompy. Stompy Delirium. We have another Grievous Wound, which is insane. Defiled Crypt. This could potentially be a really good choice for us. It could get us into like Black-Red Sacrifice. Grievous Wound, we had some fun with it, but it's expensive. And the win rate is not so great with it. But it's funny. And we have 2 Fear of Burning Alive. I think we take it. Ticket Booth, Manifest Dread, Double Strike, I think Violent Urge. This kind of gets us into some maybe Delirium. Horrid Vigor also works really well. Ooh, do we want Horrid Vigor or this guy? I think maybe Horrid Vigor is a little bit better. Keeping ourselves open. The double Fear of Burning Alive, though, is pretty strong. We got a lot of expensive cards. The Ley Line's not really worth it. Beastie Bedhead. Boiler Bilge. 2 damage to any target. I mean, with Grievous Wounds, this works well with a room deck. We're seeing some white cards come through. You know, we might get into blue or green, red. Weary Watchdog is pretty good. Say Its Name, also pretty good. Black-Red Sacrifice, that would work well. Maybe Splash Green. This would give us some gas. A lot of our cards are really expensive, though. This would get some gas. Death Touch. I don't know. There wasn't a really good choice there. Popular Egotist. Here's a good sacrifice target. I think we're leaning a little bit more towards Black-Red Sacrifice. Yeah, probably. Need some ways to pull this stuff out of the graveyard, but that may make us splash white. Grab another Fear of Lost Teeth. So why Fear of Lost Teeth is really funny is because of Grievous Wounds, so I could ping them for a little bit of damage. Sure. Pyroclasm. Ghost Vacuum is really good. This gives us some gas. Shroud Stomper, Acrobatic Cheerleader, Murder, Turn Inside Out is not bad. I think Ghost Vacuum is probably the play, though. Unless we decide to splash white for maybe some like Resurrection. I mean, Ghost Vacuum essentially does the same thing and it's cheaper as Resurrection. So the thought here is I sack things or kill things, and then I can bring them back with Ghost Vacuum. And they're just a 1/1. So they get ETB triggers. So if anything has ETB, like Fear of Burning Alive. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. Where are all the cards? Who's got them? Oh, they're evenly distributed. I don't need to be mad at anybody in particular. They're evenly distributed. Sheltered Ghosts might make us splash. We're not doing a ton of enchantments, though. I mean... Ooh, Coordinated Clobbering. I grabbed that one. Great. Okay. Some removal. Probably. I think we're black, red, splashing green. I mean, we're there, so we might as well grab it. Drag to Roots. Good removal. So we have one removal with Drag to Roots. Pyroclasm is some removal. Trial of Agony is 2 or 3, 4. So we have 4 removal. Something like Emerge from Cocoon is good if we're going to be sacking things. But also, we're not really in that color. So Nowhere to Run is probably our better bet here. And then I think then we're kind of set on... We're in a sack deck, Malevolent Chandelier. Just tossing one of those in there. So we're a little light on creatures, so we probably need to round out our curve here. I think we actually have a good distribution to get Delirium, though, so that's not bad. Glimmerlight, also not bad. Cackling Slasher. Probably grab another Cackling Slasher. I mean, Turn Inside Out was probably the better choice, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that was a punt. That was a punt. Man. Skill issue. Vicious Clown. Or we get some more gas. I think the gas is needed. So by gas, I mean getting card draw, getting... Yeah, we don't have like any 2-drops. We need some 2-drops. We'll just grab the Frantic Strength. Given Violence. All right, let's get some 2-drops, eh? This is a good sack target. Oof. Brood Spinner. Creatures would be nice. Creatures. 2 drop, 3 damage. That's an exile. We're going to get a resurrected cultist. Razorkin Horde Caller is really good. And it'll give us some sack targets, but damn, it's expensive. We need some 2 drops. Can't believe I'm taking that over that. We're just low on creatures in general. Not a good choice here. It's not where we want to be, but we need some creatures. 2 and 3 drops are what we're really targeting here. Who's got all the cards? Mr. Bloodbeard. Hope that's not bearded mana. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get you. I think we're going through a bit of a renaissance. I think we're making a similar mistake as we did last time. We're a little all over the place. We're grabbing some good value cards. We needed 2 drops, which was fine. We're going to have plenty of types. So this person. Holding all the packs. Yeah, we'll take that. Again, another 4 drop though. Actually, we need the sack. May play lands. That's a removal. Oh yeah, Bailmerk. Duh. We need 2 drops. Here's a 3 drop. Here's a 2 drop. Here's a sack target. Okay, we're coming back around on some creatures. Getting a little bit better. A little bit better. Probably stand to lose some of these 4 drops. Untimely malfunction. What do we got for 4 drops? None of these help us. All right. Let's take the Jund, build this deck, and see what they suggest. And this is the suggestion. Let's see what this does for us. So we kept some good removal. We have Trial of Agony, Coordinated Clobbering. That's 2. 3 with Nowhere to Run. 4 with Pyroclasm. 5 with Drag to Roots. Possible Inferno is 6. So we have some good goodness there. Minus a land. That puts us at 12, 17 lands. I agree, put Bashful Beastie back. We are a little bit more expensive, but what do we have for a land distribution? So Swamp, Forest. We do need the 2 pips. I don't think Forest anything has 2 pips. We have 2 black. So we'll probably go 1 less on that. We threw Grievous Wounds back in there for a couple reasons. Fear of Lost Teeth. Fear of Burning Alive. So we have 4 ways to do direct damage to something. Or to the player. Which is really nice. So yeah, that 4 damage to potential damage to player means we can just ping them over any other damage that we're doing. So we are 21.5 minutes in. If you've made it this far, thank you. You might as well like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's free. It's all Magic the Gathering all the time on this channel. We're just documenting this guy's attempt to try to go pro in Magic the Gathering in the next 5 years. And part of that is drafting. So here's our Bronze to Mythic run. Admittedly, our weakest skill set. So we're working on it. We're trying to get better. And you get to hopefully be entertained along the way. Maybe call some guy out for doing stupid shit on the internet. That's also fine by me. But here's the plan. We are doing a Jund build. So black, green, and red. Our goal here is to have some sacrifice targets to be able to control the board with damage. And then the creatures we do have, we're going to be buffing them up with things like Horrid Vigor. We're going to be hitting them with Frantic Strength. Couple avenues there. We're going to get some more card value out of Manifest Dread with a couple cards. And then just good removals along the way and trying to do direct damage, pulling cards back out of the graveyard. So as really kind of control the board, get some value creatures on the board, and then go from there. So that's the plan. Let's get the votes. So if you're hanging out in the live stream, if you're on Twitch or YouTube, if you're on YouTube, like the video. And that helps the algorithm. It just pushes it out. Hit the little thumbs up button. But follow along. I'd love to know your guess. Like, how many wins do you think we're going to get with this deck? And drop them in chat. It'd be great to see everybody's thoughts on this deck. I do admit it's a little all over the place. It's not my favorite draft I've done so far. I think it's a little bit better than the last draft. Having a few more synergies, I think it's a keep. Then the last draft. Oh, and we got our 3rd color. Perfect. And we got a coordinated clobbering. So if we need to, we can kill something. So tap 1 or 2 untapped creatures. Okay, so it's not the card I think it is all the time. Okay, probably gonna pull a removal. I think we keep those. Okay, didn't pull a removal. They're getting in with the Reverent. They're gonna draw a card. They kick a land. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I say we hold. In case they try to destroy my creature. I mean, they do have access to white, so if they have trapped in the screen, that is an exile. Okay. What a go. My drafts in Duskmourn have been showing that green-blue is, or green-black is weaker color pair, unfortunately. Might want to try to avoid that color in the pair. Yeah, we can take a look at the stats here in a minute. All right. So okay, that's fair. We got rid of 2 other cards. Ooh, Bashful Beastie, nice. Or Beastie Befriender. Yeah, that's the other thought I've had. I'm like, do I just force a color? Like, do you just force a color and try to make it happen? I don't know. So I could just straight up cast this. All right, we got a little bit of defense. So green black has a 19% chance to get 6+ wins. So it's not terrible. All right, what are we abducting? Oh no! I almost have to block, don't I? That's unfortunate. Okay, okay. That's game, isn't it? Yep, that's game. Oh. Gotta update the score. 0 wins, and we are at 1 loss. Sad, sad day. Yeah, the format is just so much faster. I think I might try like strong arming my way into the top colors. If my goal is winning, not just like exploring the draft, I think I might need to start strong arming just the top colors, and like a subpar version of the top. We just need a red, which we'll get with Spine Seeker. So give me a red. We don't like this door. I think we just play this. And this. No text. All right. Choose two creatures. That player chooses one of those creatures to... And the other can't block this turn. I don't have Delirium yet. Gain 2 life. That one can't block this turn. Probably, well, that's 4 mana. Okay. Nice. It has haste. It really does. Okay, and then I don't really have a creature card. Yep. Okay, so this is what we can do. If they attack with the forest, I'm just gonna sack the popular or the Clockwork Percussionist. That's fine. Just gonna play it. Gonna go get a land. Wait, what? I'm confused. So we have a creature, instant, and sorcery. So I can bring back Fear of Burning Alive, which is kind of the goal. I'm hoping to have Delirium by then. Okay. Nice. How much mana do I have? 5, 7. So I could do both of these. Or does this count as... Wait, artifact, creature, instant sorcery. So I already have it. No maximum hand size. End step, draw a card. Nice. They're going to manifest dread. And then I'm going to pull my Fear of Burning Alive out of the graveyard and kill that manifest dread. Especially considering they pitched that bird of all the things. It still did 4 damage to it. I don't know what their plan was there. Fear of Burning Alive is OP. $11 is the next one. Surveil 2. View battlefield. We have sorcery, artifact, creature, instant. So we have 4. This would be an enchantment. That would make it 5. Then we can pop this next turn. Does this have anything when it attacks? If there are 4 or more card types, Fear Burning Live deals that amount of damage to target player. And gonna start applying some pressure here. I'm gonna take out my centipede. Well, obviously we're killing your land. I have 5 things in the air. What are you doing? We got one. We got one. We put one on the board. Oh, not 9. We got one. We got one. That's what we like to see. We didn't get 0. Didn't get 0. 1 will do, though. 1 will do. Like 3. If we pull 3 out of this deck, I'll be ecstatic. Okay, we got our protein shake. We still have a half a cup of coffee. We got 50 ounces of water. We're set. We're set. We're in. We're locked in. We're making it happen. I mean, Spineseeker is going to give us our red. We would love to have a red to play Piggy Bank on turn 2, but, you know, we have 2 draws to potentially get a red. Spineseeker will get us the red, like I said, so at least we'll play Piggy Bank on turn 4. Maintenance. And then we have removal with coordinated clobbering. They try to drop some BS in the air because they have blue. Okay, 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 okay. Is there a 1 mana enchantment? There's a 1 mana equip enchantment. Give me my red. Red then green. Trapped in the screen. Blow it early? Eh? Eh? Blow it early? Maybe? Just for me? Ooh. Toby Beastie Befriender. That's rough. So we do piggy bank. It can't attack or block alone. Target 1 or 2 creatures you control. Just get rid of that. Then it's just a 1/1 on the board. Puts a sorcery in our graveyard for us. What do we got? 4 mana. 4 lands. What are we doing? Come on, Dredz. I believe. Oh, got a timer. I need a haircut. My hair is crazy. All right. Mill 2 cards. You want me to mill 2 cards? You're just helping me with delirium there, bud. It's a 1/1 counter. Oof. Now we have delirium. Spineseeker's about to get sexy here. I'm going to put Frantic Strength on it. It's going to be a 5/5 with Vigilance. Yeah, that does have flash. Okay. Throw down a Resurrected Cultist. Since I do have Delirium, what does this do? 3 or less. They could pull their beastie defense. Oh. You grabbing my piggy bank? Not my piggy bank. This will give me some gas. Target creature. Exile the top card of your library. I was waiting for him to have like jump scare or something. So the problem, why I didn't really want to do that is because then they'd be able to pull it out again, and then it's the Beastie Befriender. Plus it does 6 damage, so I'm kind of like waiting for a big body. So now they have 5 mana. Bueller. So I have this thing with movies. I only like to watch a movie once, because if I'm going to spend the time watching a movie, I want to watch a movie I've never seen before. And a lot of people think that's weird. So is that weird? And does anybody else do that? Like, that's 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Sometimes these 3-hour escapades. The toughness 5 or less. Okay. Okay. When leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner manifest dread. So I get to manifest dread? So yeah, does anybody else do that? Is that weird? I mean, because like I said, it's like 2 to 3 hours of your time wasted. Like, why am I going to sit down and watch a movie I've already seen? I would rather watch... Okay. Now I could do Toby Beastie Befriender. And get an extra card. Not a great extra card. Either is that one. Okay. So I'm like, I'm just going to watch something new. I'm just going to... Same thing with like TV shows. Like, I hate watching shows I've already seen. Like, I don't want to watch a series all the way over again. I want to do something new. Are they going to crew it? Now would be a perfect time for those Fear of Burning Alive that I have hanging out. Horde Vigor wouldn't be bad either. That's funny. Uh-huh. play it again. How about I do it again? Really don't want lands. That's the thing I need. I mean, I would even take a brood spinner, and that way I could just pop it right away. You don't need to tap it, do you? Oh, you do need to tap it. Can't pop it right away. Pyroclasm, maybe. Trial of Agony. Does this do anything when it attacks? Exile. No, it doesn't do anything when it attacks. It's just 2 damage to come in over the top. This is where I'm spoiled by MTGO. Like, I want to be able to right click, yield to end step. Right click, yield to end step. That way I don't have to click through all of their BS. I can just do this, auto pass. Okay. If you attack with it. I'm just going to block it. Nice. We'll take a Toby. Thank you. What else do they got? You got anything else good? Unsettling Twins? We'll take one of those. We love ETB triggers. Oh, so he's going to tap it for unidentified hovership. It's my turn, though. Like, what are we doing? I thought it was his turn, but based off of how long they were taking. Had to step away for family and dinner. How did the previous draft go? The previous draft, we went 1 and 3. Current draft is another grab bag. Of cards. It's like I grabbed a bunch of cards and I threw them together. Yeah, it was rough. I think we were a little too all over the place with that particular draft. Okay, Cult Healer. This person is also just taking a really long time. Pop the eyeball test. Can I pop them all? Oh, nope, I missed 2. Like the line is there, man. It's play your cards, tap Savior of the Small with unidentified hovership, pull out your Unsettling Twins. Okay. We're going to double block. You're going to have Jump Scare. Jump Scare? Okay. Oh, it's got... I can't target it. Very nice. Interesting. I have 20 cards in mine. How is this so critical to your game plan? They brought this back twice. Like, what are you trying to do? Bueller. I know you got a lot of decisions over there. You got one card in hand. We'll play the Grievous Wounds. Now you can't gain health. Graveyard to your hand, eh? Can't gain health. And then when and if I hit you. Do they have any other creatures? That I want to grab? Okay. They're gonna make their little crab a little spicier. Gotcha. Hey. Can't play it though. I think I have to pop this because that's 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage. Yeah, we have to pop it. Sure. Okay. Okay. How does that... Aren't these tokens? Spirit in addition to its other type. Oh, it's just a spirit. I thought it would be a spirit token. Because if that was the case, token. This person, man. It's killing me. And then they do it at the last minute. So they don't even use the timer or the thing. So they're like actively there. Which is even crazier. Another red would be nice. If I get another red, I could play Fear Burning Alive and then swing with the 2 in the air. I don't think that would kill him. Okay. A long time to decide to play a plains. And then they're going to do something right at the end of their rope. Yep. Oh, they actually used the timeout. Interesting. Mill 2 cards. Yep. Yep. Okay. Anytime. I think I take it. Dang it. Do I just let that die? I don't get that back. I just get the Manifest Dread. So Unsettling Twins is going to do 6, 3. So they'll be at 3. I think next turn. So if I can survive this turn. I think it's funny they even let me choose. I don't know why they let me choose. If I get another red, the game's over. I have a 44% chance to draw a land. What's the chance it's red? Of which I think I have... Well, three of the 4 lands I have in my library are red. So, nearly 50% chance to draw red. If I draw a red, game's over. Okay. Okay. Hmm. They got it. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked with both. I should have just attacked with one in the air. If I had not attacked with both, we would have been good. Unfortunately, that means we got a loss on the board. All right, let's go again. Hindsight's always 20/20. Oh, God. That sucks. Okay. It's a little bit better. Yeah, we'll keep this. Sorry, Impossible Furnace going on the bottom. But we got some removal. More removal. Got ourselves a piggy bank. Nice. We'll take that. Get that thing out of here. Okay. There goes my grievous wounds. Hey, we got a black. Surveil. We already have Delirium. Sorcery, artifact, creature, instant. Surveil, that's fine. Yep. Pulled the big dog. Yeah, got a treasure token. Okay, so I really have access to 6 mana. Nice. Are they gonna pop it right away? Probably. Manifest Dread. That's 5, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Boom. Got her. All right. We like that. We like that. We're getting out of the 1-win rut. I don't know. Are we gonna squeak this out? Squeak this out with a couple few wins. Yeah, we get 2 more wins more. And we'll turn it around with this so-so deck. I think we're gonna land in an awkward time slot again. So I have to be somewhere in like an hour, and I can kind of stream up until that hour. Because where I have to be is a remote meeting. So I'll, depending on how long this goes, hopefully, you know, goes the distance. That's what we're hoping for. Manifest Dread. Oh, nice. It was a creature too. That was an enchantment, sorcery. Do they have a third land? For all they know, I'm still mono black over here. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I probably shouldn't attack there. I probably should just get that up for a defender, but... Just keeping the graveyard empty, you know? Not helping them get delirium. Oh, they do have a third color. I'm surprised they didn't get it with Spineseeker, though. Just keeping them from delirium. What is the persistent? Up to 2 permanent cards from among them into your hand. Oh, there's only one. Are they gonna grab a land? Land in a creature? I mean, that's smart. And now they can play their creature. Coordinated Clobbering. Unfortunately, I think I hold. I do this to keep them from getting delirium. They're building up quite a few cards in hand. We got a land, say its name. Oh, got delirium. I wonder if I Ghost Vacuum, does it take it away? As long as there are 4 or more cards, okay. Frantic Strength. So they got 2 lands. This is an artifact. Perfect. +2/+2 and has trample. All right, we got in there. Coordinated clobbering. It does mean I can use coordinated clobbering now on Haunted Overlord. That's fine. Okay. Got one creature out of it. This is really killing me. Not getting another land. I'm up to 50% chance for lands. Figure that out. Good old math. They're both going to be lands. What do I have? 4 types? 3 types? Draw a card, discard a card. They just have a handful of lands over there. This is painful. Oh, they got more mana because they need it. If they have Valgavas, that's gonna be insane. Valgavas would be insane. That'd be absolutely insane. Okay, we get more land. Fucking crazy. This is so dumb. Are you fucking kidding me? Seven, 8, 13. Yep. They got it. I saw 3 lands right in the beginning. Didn't see a land any turn after. What do you do, man? What do you fucking do? 2 and 3. That's just bad beats, you know? Bad fucking beats. All right, so So if you made it this far into the video, it's not over yet. Anytime we do less than 4 and 3, we're going to review the draft, see where we went wrong, kind of take each pick and then figure out what is going on. So let's go ahead, go over here and check out what did we do wrong. Okay. So we found our draft. Let's go ahead and go view draft replay and take a look. So pack 1, pick 1, Fear Burning Alive, definitely the leader here. I don't think anything comes close, so I don't feel bad about grabbing Fear Burning Alive. Pack 1, pick 2, grabbed another Fear Burning Alive. So like that was golden. I don't see any reason to grab anything else. This was a greedy play. The reason for this is we had about 4 ways to do direct damage in the end. So if I could just ping him, then that would do damage to him. Other choices here, we could have potentially looked at Duskmourn's Domination. There's not a lot of great choices here. There's like slightly better. We're talking like within 1%. So nothing too crazy here. This is a highly rated card, 56.9. So we definitely grabbed that. All these other ones, not so much. So this was the right grab. Horrid Vigor is slightly better than Violent Urge. Of our options here, not a lot of great options. I think we grabbed the best one. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. Never saw it. This also did 2 damage to any target, so it worked well with Grievous Wound. Impossible Furno was a nice removal. I don't think Friendly Ghost maybe. Like white was a little open. We could have maybe grabbed Slavering Branch Snapper. But having that 6 removal is nice. Rite of the Moth is a good card. Jump Scare, also a good card. We ended up grabbing Say Its Name. Probably the worst one here. We could have probably grabbed like Wary Watchdog. It was a toss-up. Other ones to potentially consider. We ended up in like blue, black, green. Like none of these really fit what we ended up doing, but the Jump Scare is a good card. So is Twist Reality in this particular case. Bashful Beastie, not a bad choice compared to the playfield. So Bashful Beastie was the right choice here. Popular Egotist. At this point, we were kind of thinking we might have a black-red sack deck going with some splashing, some green maybe. Like we could have dropped the green that we grabbed. So Popular Egotist was the choice, even though there was probably a little bit better choice with something like... actually, they're all pretty close, except for maybe Twist Reality if we decided to go into blue. I didn't realize Fanatic of Harrowing was a little bit better than Fear of Lost Teeth. But again, we were looking at that direct damage play. This ended up not being so good. Maybe we could have done like black, red, splash white for like the graveyard recursion. We had a couple opportunities to do that. Again, direct damage, some removal. So Bedhead Beastie would have probably been a little bit better choice here. Next up, Ghost Vacuum, I think, was probably the best choice. It's 54.5. Get Out is another option. Painter Studio, also not bad. We could have done Threats Around Every Corner or Shroud Stomper. Also have really good win rates if you play them. And then obviously Fanatic Strength. I think just for what the value of what it was, Ghost Vacuum fit what we were trying to do. So Sheltered Ghosts by Ghosts, like, man, white was pretty open. We probably could have done like a red, black, white, and then use white for graveyard recursion. Same thing here, lots of white. We grabbed the removal, but Under the Skin probably is another option because this would have helped with graveyard recursion. I need to remember that Under the Skin also pulls a card from the graveyard to your hand. That was something to pay attention to. Glimmerlight, also not a bad choice. We got some decent removal. Worked well with the colors that we had going. Another, again, Frantic Strength could have been another option. Here's, you know, more Graveyard Recursion. Yeah, we probably should have splashed white instead of green in this particular case. We were just grabbing creatures. We needed creatures at this point. Inside Out, I think so. Frantic Strength is actually performing a little bit better than Inside Out because it's attached to it, so it doesn't go away, and it doesn't need to die to get its full value. So we did grab another Frantic Strength, some garbage picks. So last pack, Overlord of the Flood Pits is a really good card, obviously, but it didn't really fit with our colors. So this is a 63.7 win rate when played. This is a 59.3. So not bad choice, but this pack was loaded. It's a lot of good red cards, some good blue cards as well. Here we grabbed Resurrected Cultist. We mostly needed a body more than anything else. We didn't need more removal. So yeah, we really had to grab creatures at this point is what we were doing. We were really low on creatures. So we were just snagging creatures that fit into our colors. Bilmerk, yeah. The white was open. And this was just filling out creatures and then some random removal. Okay, so all that being said, probably should have splashed white instead of green in that particular case. But green did give us the Broodweaver. So, I mean, pack 3, was there a good white card? Not really. We could have done Fear Surveillance in that pack 3 pick 1 with all the crazy cards in it. This is what I'm looking at right here. This is that pack 3 pick 1. Like the really good card was either Brood Spinner, Overlord of the Flood Pits, or Midnight Mayhem. So like if we splashed white instead of green, I guess if we splashed white, we could have done Midnight Mayhem, which would have been the pick because we already had red white. So all that being said, 2-3 run was a little bit better than I thought I was going to get out of this, but we made it happen. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. Like it, subscribe, you know, leave a comment below. It all helps the algorithm. It'll get the video out to more people that like Magic the Gathering. And watching this guy try to live out his dream of going pro in Magic in the next 5 years. So as we like to end everything around here, until next time, we'll catch you at the table.